Hi friends, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel called Tours Excursions Vallarta. My name is Oscar. We start a new week on March here in Puerto Vallarta, and there is a lot of news. I love to say it's heads up here in Puerto Vallarta. The main news and what's going on here is about with scams on timeshare here in Puerto Vallarta. So stay in this video. I'm going to give you more information. But remember, if you are my sponsor, you're gonna have the full news about how to avoid these scams and how is the bad guys operating to you have more information on how to avoid it. Okay, if you have a timeshare, be careful. Okay, but remember, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, activate all the notifications. Just click on the little bell and activate all notifications so you can get all the videos, all the news in Puerto Vallarta and Nuevo Nayarit. Okay, and don't forget to follow me on my social network. There is more information on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and there is more. Okay, and of course, support me as a sponsor. You want the full news, you want the whole heads up that's coming, what's going on here in Puerto Vallarta, support me as a sponsor. You can cancel anytime. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's continue with the news. What's going on here in Puerto Vallarta? Well, first, more than 8 million of Mexican pesos is going now to support cultural and artist events here in Puerto Vallarta. Yes, you're gonna have more money and you will enjoy these cultural things that we're gonna have here in Puerto Vallarta in this 2023 year. So it's gonna Puerto Vallarta is gonna have more interesting cultural and artist events here in Puerto Vallarta. Let me tell you, this money is going to more for festivals, for caravans, and for artist support. And we're gonna have new things like the Women Expo here in Puerto Vallarta, celebrating 10 amazing women here in Puerto Vallarta. So it's gonna be more money for support. This part of Puerto Vallarta that I think is not very supported at all. Normally the governments don't put money for the cultural thing, and in Puerto Vallarta is gonna support a lot. That is a great news. Another thing that is happening is if you are living here, you have your residence here, you're gonna start to living here in Puerto Vallarta, you must be aware of the news. Like now the gas that we use for cooking, it's worth it less. Yes, normally our Ministry of Energy here in Mexico is sending news about what's going on with the prices of the gas, the gasoline, electricity bills, and everything. So for us, like the gas for cooking is very important here in Puerto Vallarta. So if you are now living here in Puerto Vallarta, you think you're living here in Puerto Vallarta, the gas for cooking is worth it less. So that is great. So the current price in this week must be 608 pesos. Pay no more for that. And if somebody wants to charge it more, please ask for your ticket or your note and call to the you can call to Profeco, that is protect the customers or the consumers, or you can call to the office of the gas station, the company who sell you, and you can have money back. Okay, another thing, do remember, I don't know if you watch the news about what's going on here in Puerto Vallarta with a massive fish death here in one beach here in Puerto Vallarta. Well, it caused like it was very close to the Malecon. I think it was in the Malecon beach, close to that area. There was a lot of fish over there dead, and at the beginning we don't know why. The scientists just find out what's going on or what's the problem. They say there is not enough oxygen on the water on the beach, but there is no risk for the human, and this caused the death for the fish. But the scientists here in Puerto Vallarta say There is no problem. We don't have red tide, or we don't have a ban for fishing or for seafood here, so it's safe to go to the restaurant and have some fresh seafood here, so don't worry about that. But they encourage to stay tuned for what's going on here in Puerto Vallarta. Always watch the news, so what's going on here in Puerto Vallarta. And yes, you can watch the news here with me, and I always want to give you more information on what's going on here in Puerto Vallarta. So yes, passed the last Friday here in Puerto Vallarta. Was a news here because was too close, Playa Flamingos too close to the downtown. Okay. Another thing, if you're gonna be resident here in Puerto Vallarta, let me give you information about checkpoints for the cars. There is a new law, a thing that is happening here in Puerto Vallarta for all the locals and Jalisco people, or people who is living in all the Jalisco state. We are very upset with this government. Why? Because they are making mandatory the car verification. This is because they are helping to the environment, because we have contamination with our cars, and they must that you verify or check your car, and if you don't pass it, you're gonna have more days to do the maintenance to your car and then come back. And if you don't pass the test, you must to pay some like ticket or fine, and in some cases the car can be taken, and that is unconstitutional. That is not okay. So people from Jalisco and from Jalisco, including Puerto Vallarta, were very upset. People that we have a car is gonna be more expenses for us. You already pay the credit for the car, because here in Puerto Vallarta we don't have enough cash to pay on cash the car. We access to credit, so it's gonna be very expensive for us. They say there is not so much money, it's 500 pesos, but what's going on if you don't pass the first time and then the second one? So we can allow that. So people is resisting to go to the verification right now, but they say they're gonna start with this week to make some checkpoints, and it's gonna be on the highway 544. So that is on the road to San Sebastián del Oeste. So it's gonna be like maybe you don't go to that area, but if you need to go to that area to Ixtapa, to San Sebastián, be aware of that. Because if your license plates are with the last number of the license plate is 1, you must check now, and then the 2 and 3 and so on. So you must to verify your car. There is the verification center very close to the bus station in Puerto Vallarta, or is close to the airport. So if you want to stay here or with a foreign car, you must to ask a permission, and this permission is only for 30 days. Doesn't matter if you're living here and you are coming around, that is like causing like disagree with the people here in Puerto Vallarta, and there is gonna be maybe some manifestation in the next week. I don't know. But it's very, very sensitive subject now that's happening here in Puerto Vallarta. Well, now passing, so with the scams on the with the timeshare here in Puerto Vallarta, there is a big news about that cartels are involved with timeshare here in Puerto Vallarta. So if you're my sponsor, stay in this video. I'm going to give you the news about this heads up. If you are only the subscribers, become a sponsor and hear all the news, okay? For my subscriber, thank you very much. This is all for you, and see you next time. Bye-bye.